We're with John Walker and Ryan Escoda, two sophomores on the Eastern Connecticut cross country team who were the 1-2 runners as freshmen all of last year. Guys, you come in preseason this year as sophomores. Is it a little bit easier this year, Ryan? We'll start with you. Is it a little easier this year because you sort of have an idea of what college is running is all about as opposed to last year?
Yeah, it's definitely easier with us knowing what's ahead of us. Last year as a freshman, we obviously went in blind and just didn't know what to expect. But now that we have a year under our belt, we really know, and we can try to set some goals for ourselves because we know what we can accomplish and what we should try to accomplish. So yeah, it's definitely easier.
What about you, John? Was it a big adjustment coming in?
Yeah, no, I'd say it's definitely a lot easier compared to when you're coming in freshman year. You're new to the program, and you just really don't understand that 5K to 8K jump. Just mileage. We went on a long run. The first day we came back, it was the 10-mile long run. That's probably the longest run I've ever done, previously. Because I used to do 5 or 4 or 6, but nothing that big, typically.
So what you guys were talking about, you sort of alluded to, John, was your freshman year, Mount Greylock. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was...
We're talking about, it was the first day of preseason your freshman year?
It was.
Or first couple days?
Second, third day.
So just talk a little bit about what Mount Greylock run was.
Well, it really was I really had no idea what we were doing. I thought we were just doing another run because we've been just running around, mostly flat surfaces the last couple days before the Mount Greylock. Mm-hmm. And then we drive 2.5 hours to, I don't even know where we were going. And then
you're probably better off.
Yeah, then we get there and we're at the bottom of some mountain, and we had to run out the whole thing. It was 8 miles up, which is an elevation gain of 1,900 feet, and it was just insane. I thought we were going to stop, walk it at points, but we just kept going. We ran up the whole thing. It was crazy.
How'd you like that, John?
It was interesting to say the least. I've never gone out and said, hey, I'm gonna run up a mountain, but now I have it under my belt. It's cool. But the first 5 miles, you're not ready for the last 3 because the last 3 is 1,200 feet in elevation compared to the first 5, which is only 700. So
the first 5 miles is still pretty hilly, but it feels like a jog compared to the last 3. It's crazy how different it gets and how tough it just randomly gets.
So did your coaches run with you?
No, they're on their bikes.
Did they bike it?
Biking
no, they couldn't bike that.
Biking up that is
it's worse than
I'd say it's worse.
Yeah,
most of them. I think coach ran it, and then a couple of assistant coaches biked it. Yeah, that's just insane.
So this year it was a lot easier, right? Because you knew what was coming when you ran it this year.
Yeah, no, we were telling everyone, watch out for that last 3. It's gonna get you. But yeah, no, definitely our pace was way better this year. We just knew what to expect. I feel the first year was just we really didn't have an idea of what was going on. But yeah, no, definitely well prepared.
So do you think they do that just to find out your first couple days who actually did mileage over the summer? Do you think that was part of it to determine who was ready to run?
Yeah, that could be part of it. It's she's welcome to college, and we'll give you a 8-mile hilly run up a mountain. It just seems it seems impossible until you actually do it. If I was told I was gonna before I started doing Greylock, if I was told I had to run up the highest peak in Massachusetts, I would there's no possible way I would ever do that.
You should get a bumper sticker.
People get.
I ran Mount Washington. Well, our coaches are probably used to it. I know Kathy could do that kind of stuff. She's just in such incredible shape. It probably didn't even faze her. But what we want to talk about, maybe separately, talk about your training prior to your freshman year in the summer as compared to your training this past summer going into your sophomore year. Was it different, right?
It was definitely different. Going into my freshman year, I didn't really take running as serious. and the miles really showed it, as I only ran like 50 miles, which is basically like nothing for a summer. And then
Oh yeah, right.
yeah, then once I started doing better this last year, I realized that I should actually start taking it more seriously. So I ran about like 5 times as much as that. I ran like around 250 miles this summer, and I just put in more time to running this year.
How about you, John?
That's it. Very similar. Freshman year, the mileage was really low. Take a few days off, run. Not many long runs either. This year, realizing like where I could be, how I could improve, kind of realized the importance of mileage, and like summer is a great time to like tack on mileage, because it's the summertime, you don't have like all classes and everything. But no, this summer I try to do like 50 miles a week, but no, it was definitely a huge jump from my freshman year.
When you guys ran over this past summer, did you guys like run, I don't know what you guys did for work, did you like maybe run early before you went to work, or late, or how'd you do it? How'd you break up your running during the summer? At what times of the days were you running?
Well, my work was I didn't work that much this summer. I had it was kind of like jobs that I pick on my own. Like I did lots of landscaping and lots of babysitting.
You could set your own schedule to some extent?
Yeah, but as far as my running went, I still had like that laziness that as like I would go a whole day, then like just trying to delay this run. Mm-hmm. And then by like 7 o'clock at night, I would like finally go on a run. It seemed like that was the case like most of the summer for me.
But you eventually did it.
Yeah,
you did the running.
I eventually did the runs every day, but almost every day. But like I just delayed it like till I possibly could.
How about you, John? How did you have a set schedule every day?
Mine was a little brutal, because I'd have to go into work, which I would be on my feet like all day, and like carrying like heavy luggage and all that.
Where'd you work?
I worked at the Ocean House and also the Watch Hill Inn.
Okay.
At the Watch Hill Inn, there's no you can't really use the elevator for luggage in like one of the buildings, so I'd have to carry like 70-pound like suitcases up to the 4th floor. So it's like
that's your workout.
Yeah, no,
right.
I think it helped me, because when I was running hills, like my legs feel great, and it's just like probably just from lifting all the heavy stuff all the time.
So did you bother running, or just
so I would lifting? Yeah, what I would do is I would run in the morning typically before I went into work, and then sometimes if I had like a really early shift, I would try to run like once I got off.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you guys said that you didn't put in that many miles before your freshman year, and you both still ended up being 2 of the top freshmen in the conference. So with all the work you've put in since then, what are your expectations for this year? John, start with you. What are your expectations? Are you pushing yourself farther even this year?
Yeah, I mean, last year in cross country, like just seeing where I placed in the LECs, I definitely want to place in like that top group of kids. But yeah, no, I saw where I was at with what the work I put in beforehand, and then realized like I can do better than this. Like I can really push it this year.
If you didn't really work extremely hard last summer, were you sort of surprised by your success? I mean, you were Rookie of the Year in track, and you were the #1 runner. You and John were 1-2 in cross country. Did that surprise you?
It definitely did surprise me, because in high school, since running wasn't really my primary thing, I didn't really think I could like be like that good. But even in high school, I wasn't that good. Like I think I took a huge jump from high school to college, and my time started to get faster, and it put me in the place that I was, and I didn't expect it. I didn't see it coming in at all.
Well, you were very into basketball. You played 4 years of high school basketball, right?
Yes.
Right. At what point did you decide, well, I really want to turn more towards running than basketball?
It seemed that like going into like late in high school, there's no like basketball like in college just wasn't a possibility.
Yeah, right.
But running, like I seemed to fit the build for that, and it was definitely like something that I was interested in, so I ended up taking that path.
Well, let's talk about a little bit about this year. You guys are very young. Half your team is freshman and sophomore. What's the prognosis, John, this year for Eastern as a team for the men?
Yeah, so I feel last year where we were at, it was definitely like a huge jump. We just had a lot of new talent. This year, I feel like a lot of, like, especially sophomores, we're well developed. Like, we understand how everything works, just like teaching the freshmen. But definitely where our talent's at, it's definitely improved, and we just look forward to building on that every year. So now we're sophomore year, eventually senior year. We just look to keep building on it. So.
Well, you guys have you guys are the number 1 and 2 runners, but to win a conference or to place fairly high in maybe a New England's or in a big meet, it's going to take more than 2 people, no? Right?
Yeah, it definitely does, but I think we have the numbers. We have a solid team all around, and we picked up some new faces, and some freshmen came in. I think we can, and a lot of people on the team got much better over the summer, I'm pretty sure. So I definitely have high expectations for this year, and 2 runners can make a team, but like I think we got like a whole team this year, a whole solid group of 7 and more.
So the Warriors are going to open up their season on August 31st. They're going to be at the Keene State College Invitational. Gentlemen, thanks for being here. Good luck this year.
Thank you.